Hey, what is going on, guys? First off, I just want to thank you for all your support on the Fortnite Season 8 video on what to expect. I'm really excited that you guys seem really interested in Season 8 content, so we're going to be continuing to make more. In today's video, we're going to be focusing specifically on the balance changes that we can expect. I did cover some of the major ones in the previous video, but I didn't go in depth, and I also skipped over some of the smaller ones that are still important to talk about. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the pump shotgun nerf, heavy AR nerf, scoped AR buff, and infantry rifle buff. Let's get right into it. Starting out with the pump shotgun nerf. Now, the green and blue pump shotgun will remain completely unchanged, but the purple and gold pump shotgun are expected to receive a pretty substantial nerf, going from a draw speed of about 350 milliseconds to 450 milliseconds, which matches the green and blue pump. Overall, that doesn't sound like much, but it really is a very noticeable nerf because what a fast draw speed allows you to do is make sloppy edits, sloppy plays, and very quickly pull out your gun and make the shot before your opponent can pre-fire you. And even if you're not making sloppy plays, if you pull off a really nice piece control, if you pull your shotgun earlier, you're able to do damage faster. So that's a big advantage. What this means is it's not really going to influence what gun you're going to carry. It's not like you're going to take a blue pump over a purple pump. That doesn't make any sense. What it does mean is your level of confidence when you have a spaz or against one. Once you have a blue pump, you're good to go. If you hear a spaz, there's no reason to play scared because they don't really have that much of an advantage over you. And when you get a spaz, sure, it's nice to have, but if someone has a blue pump, you can't play overly aggressive because you don't have a massive advantage. So overall, I think that's a good change. It reduces RNG from the game now that you only need a blue pump. But it's very important to keep in mind just for your knowing what to expect when you engage a spaz versus non-spaz fight. Okay, let's go on to heavy AR next. There's two parts to this nerf, the rarity nerf and the damage nerf. Let's start out with the rarity nerf. We're going from blue, purple, gold, down to gray, green, blue. Now, what you'd expect is that the damage would slide down in a linear fashion. So right now we have 44 for the blue, 46 for the purple, and 48 for the gold. So you'd think it'd be, okay, it'd probably be 40 for the gray, 42 for the green, and 44 for the blue. That is not the case. It will receive a 4 damage nerf in addition to the rarity nerf, meaning we're going down to 36, 38, 40. Yikes, that's a big nerf because now the heavy AR is going to be honestly kind of meh. 36 damage and 38 damage means you take 6 shots to take someone out from full health. That's pretty bad for a gun that fires this slow. So the blue heavy AR I think will be a bit better. 40 damage isn't too bad. But overall, this gun is just not going to be that good anymore. I think the blue AR is still blue heavy AR is still a viable option, but I'd really say the gray and green heavy AR, you want to be trying to replace that as quickly as possible because it's just not a gun that strikes me as particularly good. It's all right. It's just you don't want to be using it too long. It's just kind of okay. And with the infantry rifle being buffed, I think the heavy AR is a lot less relevant than it used to be. Okay, let's talk about the infantry rifle next. So, the infantry rifle right now is a projectile-based weapon that does 41, 43, 45 damage. There are 3 components to the change. 1, there's going to be a vaulting. 2, there's going to be a damage nerf. And 3, there's going to be a hit system change. Let's just start out with the most simple change is that there's going to be the gray variant is going to be vaulted, and there's going to be a purple and gold variant. Okay, that's pretty easy to understand. The next change that's important to understand is the hit system change. So right now it has a projectile-based system, and it'll be converted to hit scan. So what does that actually mean? A projectile-based system is when you fire your shot, the bullet will not travel instantly to your target. It will have some projectile speed, and it'll have some bullet drop as well. So if you aim your crosshair directly on them, but they're moving from far away, you will not hit that shot. With a hit scan system, if you put your crosshair on your enemy, and because the infantry has 0 bloom when aimed down sights, it's going to go straight and travel instantly, and it'll do damage immediately. But the infantry rifle is getting a damage nerf, going from 43 and 45 for the green and blue down to 38, 40. And it will have damage fall off, but the fall off won't be as aggressive as the standard ARs that drop to 2/3 damage. The infantry rifle is higher than that. So what does that mean? The green infantry is still kind of going to be a meh gun. Same thing as the AK. Doing 38 damage is just not a good situation to be in. But the blue, purple, and gold infantry, I think, are going to be quite solid choices. 40 damage is quite good. 5 shots to take someone out at full health. Quite a solid damage there. And also, because it's laser accurate, if you have good aim, you know, you could just keep pinging people out of the sky, no bloom. It's going to be a really solid choice. Do I think it'll be up to the level of the Scar for most players? Infantry Rifle is a lot harder to use. It's very bad at close range. I don't know, but it's definitely a very interesting choice, and I'm really excited to see this. So definitely, if you didn't like the infantry before, or even if you did, try out this new Infantry Rifle. I think you'll be surprised by how fun it can be to use. Okay, finally, we're going to be talking about the Scoped AR buff. So the Scoped AR currently does 23-24 damage, and is getting buffed to 26-27 damage. So that doesn't sound like much. 3 damage, right? No. Going over 25 damage is a pretty noticeable improvement because it's going to take 1 less shot to take out your enemy. That's a pretty big buff because now, you know, you can just do a little bit more damage. You take 1 less shot and say, you know, you hit 4 shots with the Scoped AR, you've done over 100, then you just need to body them with the pump shotgun, right? It's just overall a much nicer gun. Is this going to make it a Scar level powerful? Absolutely not. But I think it'll be a pretty good choice, especially on keyboard and mouse. Controller, I don't think so. I think it'll be like the AK. On the fringes of viability, not quite there. But right now, I would say the Scoped AR really isn't a viable choice. So I think this is a good step in the right direction just to help that Scoped AR get over the line, if that makes sense. So overall, I think that's a good change. So in conclusion, I think these changes are overall good. I think the AK nerf is a bit questionable, but besides that, all these changes are promoting a more free and open meta, which is exactly what I want to see. You know, whether you like, no matter what type of gun you're like, you're getting more options. So I think this is overall a good change, and I'm excited to see it in Season 8. So I hope this video helps you, and I'll catch you in the next one.